Welcome to Pulse 24. This week, power grids face political pressure. Apple outsources its AI brain, and ChatGPT enters the advertising age.
Good to be here, Nate. Let us get into the details.
We start with a major shift in physical infrastructure. The strategy of simply plugging data centers into the grid is effectively over.
That reality hit home hard this week. On the 16th January, Donald Trump urged grid operators to require data centers to bid for power plant construction contracts.
So the days of treating electricity as a utility bill are gone. This is now a construction mandate.
Precisely. Microsoft publicly committed to paying its way for energy on 13th January, but the political push is for operators to directly fund and manage generation assets.
That converts an operating expense into a massive capital risk for anyone trying to scale capacity.
It does, and builders must now assess whether they have the balance sheet to become energy generators before breaking ground.
Shifting to the model layer, Apple has made a decisive choice on how to power its intelligence features.
They have opted for partnership over propriety. As of 12th of January, Apple is integrating Google's Gemini models into its ecosystem to handle foundational tasks.
Does this signal that even the largest hardware players cannot justify the cost of building their own frontier models?
It suggests the foundational layer is becoming a commodity. Apple is choosing to rent Google's infrastructure rather than competing on raw model training.
What is the strategic risk for platform architects who follow this lead?
You create a critical dependency. Architects need to ensure they are not locking their product roadmap into a competitor's release cycle.
On the commercial front, the user experience for generative AI is changing significantly.
The utility model is shifting. OpenAI introduced advertising to ChatGPT on 16th of January, integrating commercial messaging directly into the interface.
This sounds like a compliance nightmare for enterprises trying to keep data secure.
It complicates things immensely. Security officers need to worry about user profiling and how employee prompts might interact with third-party ad networks.
Is the solution to ban these tools, or is there a middle ground for governance?
You must update your acceptable use policy this week to distinguish between enterprise licenses and ad-supported free tiers.
Lightning round, 2 quick updates. Salesforce is blurring the lines on who actually does the work.
They launched a Slackbot AI agent on 13th of January that executes tasks across apps. You need to audit your logs to distinguish between human and bot actions immediately.
And in the infrastructure market, a specialized cloud provider is proving the demand is real.
RunPod reported $120 million in annual recurring revenue on 17th of January. If you are still paying hyperscaler prices for inference, run a benchmark on a specialist cloud today.
Thanks, Anya. That is the Pulse for this week.
Thanks, Nate.
Stay curious, stay informed. See you next time.